From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
Hey, Sammy.
Hey, Tom.
Good to see you, brother.
Good to see you.
Hey, man. Cheers.
Right.
Time for The Horse's Mouth right here on Buzz TV at Tommy Max, my good friend, Sam Kouvaris. He's going to be like Norm on Cheers, right? You're always going to be here and the go-to guy, man. No.
Sit here like
well, we're
that.
new age Norm, right?
Okay.
The funny thing is you used to be Sammy, right? The guy behind the bar.
No question about that.
Great to have you on board. We're going to get into a lot today. We've got some breweries coming in, Sam, some local breweries from the Springfield area. There's about 6 or 8 of them coming in. We may have to have a taste test to see what that's like. We're talking sports bar that is coming in from Springfield as well. Looking forward to that.
Is that a taste test or a taste contest?
It's a taste contest, yeah, or something like that.
Something like that.
Something like that. We're going to get into, of course, the NFL playoffs. I want to talk quarterbacks when we come back because everyone is pining for who's going to be the quarterback for the 2019 Jacksonville Jaguars. All that and more headed your way. We're at Tommy Max.
Feel a new level of comfort with underwear for men. Created for men with an active lifestyle and designed for sports, work, medical, and everyday wear. Underwear for Men has a special patented drawstring pouch which allows you to adjust the perfect custom fit around your manhood. It allows you the separation you need and the support you deserve. The drawstrings adjust to isolate and support. The mesh pouch cools and comforts. The tailored fit won't rubber chafe. A tagless plush waistband sized to fit a man's waist, and materials that are quick dry and moisture wicking. Underwear for Men is available in all your favorite styles and colors. In briefs, trunks, and 6-inch and 9-inch boxer briefs, and in your choice of cottony, extra cool, viscose, or polyester fabrics. Underwear for Men. Support your manhood.
All right, welcome back to The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. We're at Tommy Max with my good friend Sammy Kouvaris. Hey, I do want to give the Jaguar Ambassador Group a little love today. That's why I wore the shirt. I'm part of the group. It's great to be a part of former Jaguars coming together, trying to help people out. We raise scholarships. We help people. We visit suites on game day. It's a good group to be a part of.
I don't know. I can't see. You're kind of in camo.
Yeah, I know. Hey, it's supposed to thin you, right? Isn't that
is
the
that
deal?
it? Okay.
That may be it.
I don't know.
Well, look, man, a lot's going to go on this offseason. We'll get into playoff football in just a minute. A lot's going to get off into this offseason. Heavy dose of who's going to be the quarterback for the Jags. You know, you hear of Flacco. You hear of Teddy Bridgewater, Tyrod Taylor, maybe a free agent like that. You know, the kid out of Ohio State, Haskins, as a rookie. Now the kid out of Oklahoma, Kyler Murray. Looks like he's coming out. I can't believe he's only 5'8" and 7/8 or something.
5'9" and 7/8.
5'9" and 7/8.
That's his official,
well,
at least
good.
Oklahoma height.
Yeah, right.
That's what they've said.
In socks, they said, or something like that, right?
You know,
looking at crystal ball, what are you thinking?
I'm on the record. I think Blake Bortles should be the quarterback. I mean, but
starting quarterback or just here
he should be there to compete.
Job?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And now,
I'm okay with that.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
But you can't, as somebody wrote to me on Twitter once, you can't just throw pixie dust at it and have an answer. There are a lot of mitigating circumstances out there. If you're going to go with a free agent and you're going to draft somebody, and people say, "Oh, just go get Nick Foles." Well, Philadelphia has an option on Nick Foles. They could franchise him. There are a lot of things. The Jaguars would probably have to give up a number 1 pick in that situation.
Yeah.
Joe Flacco, well, in terms of money, you could make that work if you're going to cut Blake Bortles and you've got some dead money on your roster.
Sure.
But you could make it work. It's not great. Right. You could restructure Bortles' contract.
You could,
which certainly is an option that a lot of people haven't talked about, and let him compete in that situation with somebody. I don't think Teddy Bridgewater's the answer.
I don't either.
I don't think Tyrod Taylor's the answer.
I don't either.
I don't think. I don't personally think Flacco's really the answer either.
Yep.
But and Foles, there's a reason he's not the starter in any of the places that he's ever played.
Fair.
That, there's a reason that he keeps getting beaten out.
Right.
I mean, obviously he's had some magic with the Eagles 2 years in a row. But there's a reason that he's not the starter. Now, maybe in whatever kind of offense that Tom Coughlin and Doug Marrone want to run, he might be a good play-action kind of guy. But again, go back to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is one of the top 2 or 3 quarterbacks in the league. His team was 6-9.
Do you see who his new offense coordinator is?
Yeah, it's going to be Nathaniel Hackett.
How about that?
Which is interesting because
right away.
But think about this. Hackett, his dad, obviously a big West Coast offense kind of guy. Hackett grew up in that. It's not what the Jaguars were trying to run. They weren't trying to run. They were trying to put a round peg in a square hole there.
That's right.
This may work with whatever they're going to do because the offensive philosophy has to match, and that's why I think the Jaguars are looking for the right person to step in there to match what they do at quarterback and somebody who's going to believe in what Tom Coughlin and Doug Marrone have to say.
Well, look, if you're going Flacco, you better shore up that O-line, get a playmaker or two at the wide receiver position. Make sure your running game's there. Because what is he? He's a drop-back passer in the pocket. Big arm, can make all the throws, no doubt. But once that pressure comes and protection breaks down, he's not going nowhere.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere.
Breaking out of the mold and making a play.
Looks like they're going to, that Fournette is part of the plan, at least for this coming year. It does look like that. Good. And that they're going to hire Terry Robisky, who's from New Orleans.
That's right, running backs coach now.
And now he's probably going to be their running backs coach. And this is a step once again toward that offensive philosophy. Run the football, play action passing, play good defense, win games, 24-10 if you can hold that. So you said, get a couple playmakers at wide receiver. What do you you're going to invent them?
Yeah, hope I don't know the free agent class of wide receivers.
You hope that Chark,
some out there.
It looks like Westbrook is an emerging star.
I like him a lot.
Right. I mean,
in the slot.
When the guy was a junior, the guy was a Heisman finalist.
And Biletnikoff.
Finalist. We're talking about a really good potential player.
Agreed.
Chark at 6'4" and runs a 4.3 is supposed to be your number one. I don't know that Marquise Lee is coming back.
Might
to tell you the truth. So, the Jaguars have to do something there. If I'm making the decisions over there, my first round pick is an offensive lineman from Alabama who plays right tackle, and my second round pick is Will Grier out of West Virginia.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, so you got Bortles and Will Grier. Any free agents?
No, and maybe a free agent to compete in there because Blake has shown that he can operate when the offense has complementary players.
Most people say you're nuts.
I know it's a very unpopular position.
But most people are like, what are you,
but I'm trying to be realistic with the money that's involved and the players that are involved. You can't just go, let's go get this guy. I mean, that's not how the league works anymore.
Right? No doubt about it. Exactly. And here's a thing as we go to break. I just don't feel Tom Coughlin's ready to give up on Blake just yet.
I agree. And the one other thing before we go to break is I don't disagree that Blake Bortles would probably be better served in a different environment.
No, right. New place. Yeah, new scenery. All right, well, more of Sammy Kouvaris right here on The Horse's Mouth. We'll be right back on Buzz TV and from Tommy Max. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back to The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Max and on Buzz TV, hanging with my good friend Sammy Kouvaris. How do you say bull in Greek, Sam? Sammy the bull, we'll throw that in there. Sammy the bull, Kouvaris. How do you say bull in Greek?
The vu.
The vu.
The vu.
The vu, I like it. I like it a lot. Sammy the vu, Kouvaris, but great hanging out. We were talking earlier on the Hammer podcast that Sam and I do with Lonnie Martz twice a week. About culture, New England once again, in the Final Four, in the Final Two, potentially, they keep doing it year after year after year. It's amazing the stats. Like you see, the amount of years that Tom Brady started, how many playoff games or playoff years he's had, how many AFC Championship appearances out of that, how many Super Bowl appearances, how many Super Bowl wins. We know the latter number is 5. It's incredible.
You can give a lot of credit to Brady, obviously, because of his dedication. But I think that the culture around him, they seem to take wide receivers and just insert them. Josh Gordon obviously has some serious personal issues. But when he played for the Patriots, he was a productive player.
What's Edelman? He's another Wes Welker.
Edelman, Randy Moss. I mean, all these different, LeGarrette Blount, all these different players that you put into that culture. And when you look at what's happening with the Patriots, when you walk in the door of their practice facility, one of the things it says is do your job, which is a big thing from Belichick. But the other thing it says ignore the noise. And which means that everything that happens outside this door doesn't matter.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
Right. Yep.
Everything that happens inside these doors are the things that are going to affect how well you play and who you are.
Yep.
So when you've got a guy that can set the culture like that and the expectations trickle down, and you've got a guy like Brady who buys into it and then executes it, it's just a powerful thing. How do other teams? I mean, you played on a couple of different teams. You know, the culture for Tom Coughlin was built on fear.
Yeah, early in Boston College years for sure.
For a long time. That but it's more now, I think, because winning. Because I mean, Andy Reid and Bill Belichick, they're not players, coaches, so to speak. Right. As you
more
would,
disciplinarians than that.
But they're incredibly respected. Look at the culture that Sean McVay created there. Look at what Sean Payton did in New Orleans.
Absolutely.
If you look at those four organizations that played in the AFC and the NFC championship games, the common threads are they're the top four offenses in the league.
Right.
First time that's ever happened, by the way. That the number one and number two offense, that defense is out the door. And the culture that these guys created is very different than what you see in so many other teams.
Well, you think about it just from, look, whether we're talking sports organizations, a corporation out there anywhere in the world, to be able to have the culture set up top, whether it's the head coach or CEO, I don't care what we're talking about here, and it trickles all the way down to the last person on the ladder, whoever that may be. And it's that culture that stays consistent year after year after year. I mean, that's something. So now winning helps, right? If you're losing,
because I thought
you don't get to set any culture.
Because Gus Bradley tried to set a culture here in Jacksonville that was kind of self-propelling.
Right.
I thought, and he disagreed with me, but I thought that the players were too young in order to buy in to execute that. And they also got rid of Darryl Smith and Montel Owens and different guys that I thought could have helped that. Nonetheless, when you have a culture and it's got that blend of veteran and young players, that the expectation is if it's 3rd and 6, you're going 6.5 yards. You're not going 5.5 yards. And you see that with the Patriots. Those guys, I don't care if it's James White or Edelman or any of their wide receivers. I mean, we're talking about guys who understand the professionalism that it takes and the precision it takes to win in that league, and they get it done.
But think about that. The guy that doesn't run 6.5, who does he hear from at first?
Brady,
right, because it comes from, right? Belichick to Brady to the player. When he hits the sideline, who else is grabbing him? The
Belichick
position coach, maybe
coach,
Belichick. Maybe one of his players say, come on, man, you know you got to run 6.5. That's what the play is called.
That's where your accountability is. It's not
Jags don't have that.
They do not.
They do
not yet.
Not yet.
And you hope that a guy like Calais Campbell can continue to instill that, because I don't think it's a coincidence that they practiced with the Patriots in 2017 and then ended up playing them in the AFC Championship game.
That's right.
I mean, you go to that practice. If there's an incomplete pass on the Patriots side during practice, their body language is very different than what the Jaguars' body language was at the time.
Right.
Very professional. If there's an incomplete pass, everybody in the offensive field drops and does the number of push-ups for whatever number the quarterback is wearing. So there's not a lot of 12 push-ups.
That's right. Yeah, he doesn't make
There were
many.
a bunch of 7 push-ups, which at the time was Jacoby Brissett, who was the backup guy. But everybody drops. I mean, Belichick on. You look over and Belichick's doing push-ups.
That's right.
If you're the guy holding the clipboard, you better be on the ground, man.
No doubt about it. Teamwork, no doubt. And guess what? The Jags need to go back to watch and have some practices with the New England Patriots. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to talk a little Pro Bowl, a little Super Bowl, and even a little golf with Sammy Kouvaris, Tom McManus, right here on the Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV.
Big event or party at your home or business? the Jacksonville Party Company. Stress-free, flawless, and memorable. Whether it's for children, a retirement, a wedding, or other social or professional activity, it's stress-free, flawless, and memorable when you involve the Jacksonville Party Company. Contact them today to get your event launched at jacksonvillepartycompany.com.
All right, welcome back. Hanging out at the bar here at Tommy Max with my good friend Sammy the Bull Kouvaris. Great to have him on. We're going to be using that one for a while.
You know, the actual Sammy the Bull was
Graziano, right?
He was an informant for the FBI.
Kind of like Whitey Bulger.
Against
We're
the
going to
mob.
go crime on this one, huh?
I
Old
guess.
school Italiano.
Part of it. In fact,
mafioso.
when they arrested Whitey Bulger, he lived two complexes down from my daughter.
Oh, in San Diego.
In
yeah,
LA.
in
LA.
Yeah.
So,
Santa Monica, they got him, didn't they?
that's
right.
Literally right down the street.
No doubt.
Austin was like, "Where are all those cop cars doing?"
Yeah. So, Sammy, the Super Bowl is in Atlanta this year, as we know. You and I have been to many Super Bowl weeks.
That's right.
We've hung out at Super Bowl parties.
We have.
We've had a great time. I look, it's always a fun time at Super Bowl parties. Now, I think they can get to be overrated. It's more fun just to go out, like with your buddies, with some people, go hit a couple local bars and that type of thing. But sometimes the parties, you see some people, you're like, wow, that's pretty cool. You don't see that person
and it's
every day.
funny because the party that I don't care to go to anymore is the ESPN party.
Yeah.
Which is the big Friday night party.
Right.
And it's always at a giant venue. But you do, there are some, the last time I was there, I was hanging out with Ice Cube.
Yeah.
Oh, and
they're everywhere. It is.
Guys are
right
everywhere.
spots.
And that was where Tebow walked in. Yep. And Tim and I have known since he's like 11.
Yeah, right.
And so he starts walking toward me, and this phalanx of security guys come and get in front of me. And I go, relax, Francis.
Yeah.
All right, come on.
Francis. Take it easy.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
And then he hugs me, and the guy goes, who the hell are you? And I was like,
don't worry about it.
So, but some of the parties are fun.
Atlanta will do a good job hosting again.
Yeah, and one of the reasons is Atlanta is not quite New Orleans. New Orleans is the best place because you can walk to everywhere.
Right.
Everything's right there.
It's not so spread out. Right.
People talked about our Super Bowl and you had to go here and there. Yep. When they hold the Super Bowl in Miami,
same. Yeah, you're driving all over the place.
San Diego, you're all over the place.
Yep.
Dallas, same exact thing. The thing about this particular Super Bowl in Atlanta is that everything will be very close. All the venues can be right downtown, and that's right not far from the stadium, and the stadium's got nothing to do with it.
Right.
Media day and the game.
Right.
Outside of that, it's everything else. Walked into a party once, and I'm sitting there. I went with my brother. I've been to some great parties with my brother because he's in the commercial side of stuff.
Yep.
We went. They rented the entire Hard Rock Cafe in New Orleans one year.
Yeah.
And saw Aykroyd and John Goodman and Mark Farner from
I saw
Grand
Prince
Funk.
perform on the beach.
I walked into a party once, and
crazy.
There's a guy playing the piano, and I go, man, that guy can play. And there's 100 people at this thing, and it's Bruce Hornsby.
Yeah.
I was like, of course he can play.
Yeah. Go to Miami. I remember it was a Fox party or something. Prince did 3 songs. I'm like, I'm calling my wife. I'm like, hey, Prince is on the damn stage. This is crazy, but it's always a good time. It's going to be a great Super Bowl. How about the Pro Bowl being in Orlando? You like that? Don't like it? If I was a player, I don't know.
Right.
I'd take Hawaii over Orlando, and I like
big
Orlando,
part of the draw was that it was in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And the state of Hawaii paid a lot of money in order to promote that because, you figure it's happening. It used to happen in Hawaii that second weekend in February. Well, that's when it's freezing cold everywhere. And that's why the PGA Tour is out there. The state of Hawaii, the Tourism Commission, they're constantly kind of promoting that. Orlando makes it a lot more convenient. It does make more sense, I think, to play it in between.
Sure.
I think that I don't think anybody cares about the game, including the players.
Right.
The skills competition is kind of fun.
Yep.
And then they ought to have a golf tournament.
Although they make some jacked for winning the Pro Bowl, I think, right? $100,000 each guy?
Not 100.
50?
No. It's like 36.
Oh, it is?
36 and
then
18.
18 or something.
I think because that's why if the game's close, the guys start playing midway through the fourth quarter.
That's right.
Because there's another 15, 18 grand at stake.
Well, one thing about the end of football season, it's great that the Super Bowl is forthcoming. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
But then it's over.
Yeah, then
it's almost anticlimactic. Like, oh, God.
Although the league has tried to stretch their year into a whole year.
Oh, no doubt about it.
They turn right around to the combine and then pro days
and
then
American Alliance
free
of Football
agency
starts in the
and
spring, right?
AA and Steve Spurrier and the gang.
We're going to talk about TPC. We love that it's here. We love that's part of the Jacksonville makeup. Do you like that they moved it to March? What's your thoughts on that?
I liked May better.
Yeah.
But from a competitive standpoint, from the competition on the golf course, they can set the golf course up the way they want in March and make it more difficult. And that golf course was designed to deal with the weather. How many times have they played it in May where the weather's been so benign that it really wasn't a factor?
Yeah.
I mean, guys have stood on the 17th tee and hit 5-iron as hard as they can.
Oh, right, because of the wind.
Right, now they're hitting sandwich.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So,
well, it's always a fun event, no doubt about it.
Oh, well, the big thing is that people set their calendars, it seems, around Friday and Saturday of players.
That's right. It's a good time. All right, we're going to take a time out, wrapping this one up with Sam Kouvaris, Tom McManus, The Horse's Mouth, here on Buzz TV and at Tommy Max. All right, time once again for Up Close and Personal here on The Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV. And, of course, at Tommy Max, we're talking brews. We love our local breweries. We have a new one over by the Rail Yard District and McCoy's Creek. It's Tabula Rasa. The owner and the taproom manager are here with me now. We've got Randy. We've got Brent. Gentlemen, welcome to The Horse's Mouth.
Cheers.
Tommy Max, cheers. Great to have you. How long you been brewing? How long you been into this?
Into this professionally for just a little under a year, but we started the tap room in September of last year. Okay. Our first brew was in August, and we were working at building it ever since then. Unprofessionally, I've been home brewing and brewing by myself since the early '90s. So. Is
this what we're having here, or any of what you offer? Is that part of your original home brew?
No, this is all
brand new. You collaborated with other people, or how'd you come about it?
Actually, one of them is a survivor.
It is.
It's from the original lineup.
It's Tartanic
from the early
Scottish 90s. Ale. It's nice. Yeah, make sure you go check that out. Tabula Rasa. Where'd you come up with the name? Where's it from, and what does it mean?
It's as many brewers will tell you, that every name you could ever think of has already been taken. So it evolved out of a list of some that weren't taken, and this one we just like the way it sounded. It stands for blank slate. It's Latin.
Oh, okay, cool.
And this was our project was a blank slate for us, and I'm sure you could talk to lots of craft beer people who would agree that the beer scene in America is also a blank slate. It's changing quite rapidly.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You're the taproom manager, Brent. What's that like for you? Have you always been in the beer business, or is this new for you?
No, this is new for me too. I was in landscaping for years. And
you look like a bouncer. You've been throwing people out of bars and stuff.
Hadn't had to yet so far, so that's a good thing.
May need you.
But yeah, it's a dream job. I mean, I get to be around beer all day, talk about beer, and quality control is important as well. So I get to taste the beer. All
right, so you're making your brews in your backyard, quote unquote, and you're getting more confident. I mean, a lot of people are doing this, right? How do you get in? How do you stay ahead? How do you make it happen in this business?
Well, the hardest part about it is to find a place to do it.
Okay.
The second hardest is to get people to partner with you and financially backing and all that stuff.
Partners.
The equipment and getting everything built, that's really the easiest part.
Okay.
But really, I think the hardest was finding a place.
Finding the place. So you had the brew, you just needed the place.
Yeah, we had, and we found a great one too.
Good. And it's over in Mixontown.
Yeah.
I've been here 23 years, right? Back in '95. I don't know Mixontown. What's that all about?
It's It's where Stockton comes out north off of I-10. You go just into that neighborhood a little bit.
I know that area.
You cross McCoy's Creek.
Okay.
As soon as you cross the creek, you turn right on Corbett Street.
Okay.
It's only 2 blocks long, and we're at the end of those 2 blocks.
And then how many brands do you offer, or how many?
We have
choices?
8 taps right now.
Okay.
And we have them all full of our own brews, and we are rotating 2 taps, usually 1 a month, but there's 2 taps rotating, and we're launching a new beer this Saturday.
I was going to ask, you guys like scientists, you're always thinking of a new brew. Hey, this tastes good, maybe it'd be good with this, or we try this. Does that happen on a daily basis? Do you wake up thinking about it?
Yes. Well, as any brewer would know, you wake up thinking about beer a lot.
Yeah.
So, but
not just drinking it.
We collaborate a lot with each other and powwow and have ideas and come up with what to do next.
Okay. How about food? Any food at the tap room at all, or is it just the
food trucks and food events happen? We don't have a kitchen or food. We don't serve food. So.
The trucks are great. I mean,
they are great, and people are encouraged to bring their own too. So.
Okay, bring your own food or bring your own food truck.
Bring your own food, either.
Yeah, if they had a food. I mean, you can feed many with a food truck, rather than just yourself, right?
That's right.
Absolutely. All right. Well, great to have you on the show. All the best. And congrats on doing it. Listen, I'm an entrepreneur. It's not easy, right? You take a lot of risk. You get after it. You make it happen. It sounds like you're making it happen. So congratulations,
Thank
Randy.
you very much.
Keep it going.
Cheers.
Where can people find Tabula Rasa online, or is there a phone number they can call? Where can we find you guys?
TabulaRasa.beer, and the phone number is 353-1523.
Okay.
And come out and see us.
There you go. Tabula Rasa. Tabula Rasa. Blank slate.
Our tap room is open at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we stay open until 10.
So very nice.
Come see us.
Maybe 11 if there's got some,
That's right,
stragglers. Yeah, that'd be me. That'd be one of those.
Come
All
on
right.
over.
Thanks so much. Great to have you guys. More to come right here on the Horse's Mouth Live from Tommy Max and on Buzz TV. All right, wrapping it up here on the Horse's Mouth at Tommy Max with my good friend Sammy Kouvaris. It's last call, Sam.
Right.
So I would never, look, as your friend, I would never throw you out of my bar.
Right.
I would just ask you politely to leave. That's
That's
it.
right.
So it is last call. Do you got a last call, last thing you want to get out?
My last call is that the Jaguars, whatever personnel moves that they make, that they're going to have to live with them this year.
Yep.
Because if they don't work, they're all gone.
Yeah.
So it's not necessarily who they bring in.
Yep.
It's what those players believe in and the production that they you can bring in.
Yep.
You can bring in anybody you want.
Yep.
Joey Porter, Torrey Holt.
Whatever.
You bring in whomever you want.
Yep.
It's got to work or it's over.
Yeah. My last call is go practice with the New England Patriots again. Jags, go do that. Go spend a week with New England and let's get some. Hey, it's a copycat league anyway, Sammy. Copy the Pats. Maybe good things will happen. Cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
Great to have you on the show.
Yasu.
Sammy the Bull. Yasu.
Yasu.
What is that?
That's Greek for cheers.
Okay, what's bull in Greek again? The vu?
The vu.
The vu. Kouvaris right here on the Horse's Mouth on Buzz TV. See you next time.